Chapter 1, 1616. Request to Fang Clan. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Sovereign Immortal Aperture. Mini Southern Border. Rumble. The ground shook violently for a moment before the dense radiance of an Earth Path Killer movie covered the surrounding 100 li. Like a large formless hand molding soft mud, the surrounding terrain began to sink in while the land in the periphery began to protrude out, forming a circular valley. This sunken land was surrounded by mountains, forming an environment that was isolated from the outside. There was no vegetation in this sunken land. Soil was also scarce. It was instead covered by a large amount of steel. This was White Steel Bull Valley. Fang Yuan extorted the production method of the white steel extract resource point, as well as corresponding construction materials from his Shang clan. White Steel Bull Valley was a medium-sized resource point. After its construction, it would coagulate rank 7 immortal material white steel extract at the center of the valley. With this immortal material, Fang Yuan could feed rank 7 edge goo by himself. Previously, when he had plundered T. Ku Zhong's immortal aperture, he did not find resources to feed edge goo, but after soul-searching him, Fang Yuan realized he had intended to construct this resource point and had already discussed the price with Shang Zhang. Fang Yuan directly extorted Shang clan, constructing White Steel Bull Valley without paying any price. After this task was done, Fang Yuan's Time Path clone immediately moved towards Donghun Mountain. A lofty and large crystal mountain, pink throughout, was emitting illusory radiance. Fang Yuan threw soul cores into Donghun Mountain. Not long later, a large amount of guts goo was produced on the surface of the mountain. Donghun Mountain had finally recovered, looking close to its complete state. 99% restoration was already enough. Fang Yuan could not restore it completely, as Heavenly Court already knew Donghun Mountain's appearance in its complete state. Although fixed immortal travel was in Fang Yuan's hand, who could say Heavenly Court did not have an immortal killer move that could produce the effect of fixed immortal travel? From now on, I can produce a large amount of guts goo and restart my guts goo business once again. Fang Yuan let out a breath of air. It had not been easy to reach this state. Fang Yuan had expended a massive amount of immortal essence. Donghun Mountain had been destroyed before as well, but it had been destroyed by Gruel Mud Immortal Goo. It had turned into mud but still retained Soul Path Delmarks. In this time, Fang Yuan only had a small piece of Donghun Mountain. Most of the Soul Path Delmarks had been destroyed with the destruction of Donghun Mountain. Through this process of restoring Donghun Mountain, Fang Yuan deeply experienced the power of the killer move Orderly Well. Spectral Soul Demon Venerable had used this rank 9 immortal killer move himself. Its effect was magical and peerless. Fang Yuan could not have restored Donghun Mountain without its help. With my guts goo business, Heavenly Court is unable to limit my income any further. But with so many resource points taken from the Southern Border Immortals, I can continue to cultivate without relying on guts goo business. It is better to use these guts goo for my own soul path cultivation. Fang Yuan's soul foundation had previously broken into 100 million man soul level, but had greatly fallen now. Cultivating and raising his soul foundation once again meant Fang Yuan could enslave even more immemorial yearbeasts. Such a pity that my development plan for Green Ghost Desert did not succeed. Qingqiu has escaped. Xuan Bujin's identity was also exposed. I can no longer continue the plan of hunting soul beasts. However, I might be able to borrow Fang Clan's help. Fang Yuan considered it. He wanted to cultivate his soul, so he naturally needed more guts goo, which also meant expending a lot of souls. The souls of the Southern Border Goo Immortals could not be used here. It would be a waste of their value. Soul cores were most suitable. Where could he get a large amount of soul cores? The price of soul cores had already gone up in Treasure Yellow Heaven. It was especially high during this recent time. Fang Yuan knew this was Heavenly Court's doing. Fang Clan. Discussion hall. All the Supreme Elders had gathered. Everyone, have a look at this letter. At the main seat was an old man. He was tall and sturdy, with long white hair spreading around his head like a lion's mane. He was Fang Clan's first Supreme Elder, Fang Gong. Fang Clan's second Supreme Elder, Wisdom Path Great Grandmaster Fang Di Chong. Third Supreme Elder, Fang Hua Sheng, as well as Fang Zhe, Fang Chen, Fang Lang and Fang Yun were all present. Everyone glanced through the letter and had different expressions. Fang Chen gritted his teeth. I had already sensed that Swan Bujin was not a good person, but had not expected him to be Fang Yuan in disguise. Heavenly Court has exposed his identity, and is even blaming us, Fang Clan, for colluding with a demonic person. Right now, our clan is being ostracized by other righteous path forces. It is all because of this demon Fang Yuan, and he wants us to supply him with soul cores? Heh, he is truly dreaming. Fang Chen had married into Fang Clan. He once had a verbal dispute with Fang Yuan. He immediately showed his stance right now, not willing to associate with the demon Fang Yuan. Rank 7 Poison Path Go Immortal Fang Jie glanced at Fang Chen, saying coldly, "So Fang Chen, you want to reject Fang Yuan's request?" Fang Chen was stunned. Is our Fang Clan afraid of Fang Yuan? Right now, every large righteous path force is pressuring our Fang Clan, their reason being that we colluded with a demonic path member. If we now make a deal with Fang Yuan, they will have an even bigger excuse to isolate us. Fang Zi was silent. In the trip to Green Ghost Desert, Fang Clan had beaten back Heavenly Court's rank 8 Gu Immortal Chen Yi, succeeded in capturing Divine Bean Palace, and also forcibly subdued 2 rank 7 lone immortals, Old Ghost Bai Jun and Eagle Concubine, to be Fang Clan's slaves. Their harvests were huge. But while they had made gains, Fang Clan had also paid a considerable price. Their 3 immortal Gu houses had suffered serious damage, and they still had no ways to refine Divine Bean Palace. Fang Clan's strength had thus fallen greatly. Heavenly Court exposed this matter, causing Fang Clan to be immediately met with difficulties from other Western Desert righteous path forces. But were they truly going to reject Fang Yuan? This question had already been lingering in the minds of Fang Clan Gu immortals. Could Fang Clan afford to reject him? Fang Clan was being troubled by every clan. They were in a precarious situation from the enormous pressure, and they were going to offend Fang Yuan at such a crucial time. At present, who in the world did not know how vicious and crafty Fang Yuan was? He also had powerful battle strength to boot. Even Heavenly Court was without options against him. And such a person happened to be all alone in the world, with no fetters of relatives and loved ones, no territories or organization. Fang Clan simply had no way to bargain against him. The Fang Clan's Gu immortals started recalling past information. How Fang Yuan had used fixed immortal travel to move around and continuously wreck the resource points of southern borders Qi Clan. If Fang Clan truly refused Fang Yuan and Fang Yuan troubled them like he dealt with Qi Clan, what should they do? Qi Clan was a righteous path force of southern border. When they had been attacked by Fang Yuan, they did not receive support from any other clan. Fang Clan's situation would be much worse than Qi Clan's. Not only would Fang Clan fail to receive reinforcements, they might even be pincer attacked by other righteous path forces. If they were not careful, Fang Clan would become the next He tribe from Northern Plains, their headquarters captured and their clan exterminated. Fang Lang, Fang Yun, what are your opinions? Fang Di Chang suddenly broke the silence. Fang Yun was stunned. They were only ranked 6. They normally could only listen from the side and had no qualifications to speak on this kind of occasion. Now he was suddenly being asked and was caught off guard. I also don't know what we should do. After all, Fang Yuan saved my life. He is my benefactor. Moreover, haven't we made an agreement with him? It should be all right to give him soul cores as the compensation. Of course I will listen to Lord Father. You can just deduce it. Fang Di Chang's expression was slightly dark. He took a glance at his adopted son before looking towards Fang Lang. Compared to the flippant Fang Yun, Fang Lang had a steady nature and was well thought of by many Gu immortals of Fang Clan, believing him to be the future hope of Fang Clan. Fang Lang thought deeply before speaking. I wonder if everyone has noticed that Fang Yuan did not use the name of Swan Bujin in this letter but directly used his own name? Fang Chen snorted. It is because Heavenly Court already exposed it. It is useless for Fang Yuan to use Swan Bujin's identity. He might also be thinking of threatening our clan. By using his name, he is trying to say, I am Fang Yuan. If your Fang clan does not follow my request, you shall face my, Fang Yuan's, anger and vengeance. Fang Lang smiled. There is indeed this meaning. Fang Yuan is confident he can create trouble for our Fang clan. I also believe he can do this. So I think we should agree to Fang Yuan's request. What? Fang Chen's voice rose, his eyes widened as he tried to rebuke. But Fang Dichang waved his hand. Let him continue. Fang Chen did not dare to speak anymore. Fang Lang took a deep breath before continuing. Everyone, our clan has landed in a precarious situation and is being troubled from all around. Is it truly because we collaborated with the demon Fang Yuan? That is not the case. The true reason is that our clan obtained Divine Bean Palace. Once we absorb our gains properly, the top spot among Western Desert's righteous path forces will probably belong to our Fang clan. Strength represents power and authority, and even more importantly, benefits. Our clan's rise will naturally be through stepping on other clans. This is why the other great clans are not tolerating us and are jointly pressuring us. If our clan does not satisfy Fang Yuan's request and makes a clean break with him, will the other righteous path forces let us go? That is impossible. On the contrary, we will have made enemies with Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan has rank 8 battle strength. If such a demonic overlord takes revenge, it will probably cause endless headache to any superforce. And by satisfying Fang Yuan's request, not only can we fulfill the previously set agreement, we can also improve our relationship and even might be able to use his strength to deal with other superforces. Of course, we will send the Soul Core secretly to him, and after discussing with him, we can act like we have completely broken off our relationship with him. What does it matter if we lose those rank 6 and rank 7 Soul Cores? They are only immortal materials. As long as our Fang clan can get past this difficulty, what immortal material would we lack in the future? The immortals fell into silence. Fang Dichang chuckled. Fang Gong laughed heartily. Good, we will do it like this then. Fang Yun, you get in touch with Fang Yuan. What? Huh? Fang Yun was dazed. It was clearly Fang Lang who had analyzed and made the proposal. Why was he the one to execute it? But first Supreme Elder's command had to be obeyed. Fang Yun could only accept it. This Fang Lung has sound judgment. He sees the overall situation clearly. First and Second Elder are painstakingly nurturing him into the future successor of Fang Clan. How could such a person have a stain of colluding with a demon? So Fang Yun was ordered to take the task. Fang Chen glanced at the ignorant Fang Yun with a pitying look. This pity also had sympathy. Why was Fang Yun made to do this task? That was because Fang Yun was Fang Dichang's adopted son. The two biggest factions in Fang Clan belonged to First Supreme Elder Fang Gong and Second Supreme Elder Fang Dichang. As for Fang Chen himself, he was extremely aware of the situation. Unfortunately, he was an outsider married into Fang Clan. His talents were useless because of his status. He could only be a superficial stepping stone for Fang Lang.